We begin tonight with a deadly shooting in SoHo. The 31-year-old victim gunned down early this morning outside several luxury stores. And now police are trying to figure out if it was a random or targeted attack. We'll turn things over to Fox 5's Lisa Evers. She's live at the scene in SoHo. Now, Lisa, we're hearing that you have some new information about this victim.
Yes, we do, Natasha and Bianca. We've had the name of the victim since early this morning. However, we did not release it. According to the law, we wait for the family to be notified and to be notified that that's happened from the NYPD, which has just confirmed the name. The victim of this terrible shooting here in SoHo at around 5:15 this morning here on Green Street has been identified as 31-year-old Javier Osorio-Mejia. He is from Bayonne, New Jersey. He is the father of a 2-year-old baby, and also, as we are learning hour by hour, he is a very, very well-known figure in the sneaker world, connected to athletes, connected to hip-hop artists, connected to other celebrities, A-list celebrities. And so they have been coming out, some of the people have been coming out here mourning their loss. Now, what detectives have told us and what sources have been telling us all day is that the shooter fired at him, and then they made their getaway in a black SUV, but they left his cash, which was all over the sidewalk, as well as a brand new Range Rover behind. Green Street in SoHo, usually known for swank shops and luxury lofts, turned into a deadly crime scene crisscrossed with police tape early Tuesday morning. Sources with direct knowledge of the investigation tell Fox 5 that the victim was shot 3 times in his right leg, at least one of those bullets piercing his thigh. He was rushed to Bellevue but did not survive.
When all the shops and everyone clears out sort of after like 7 p.m., I don't know what happens down here. I'm sorry, I'm just like looking over there at the blood. That's terrible.
NYPD detectives and crime scene investigators spent many hours going over the scene in search of clues. My sources tell me significant ballistic evidence was recovered from the apparent ambush. Detectives also recovered cash that was left on the ground, along with the victim's trademark lime green Nike sneakers. Sources tell me the victim had a thriving business selling rare, high-end sneakers to an A-list celebrity clientele.
It's my feeling that this is not indigenous to a change in SoHo. I mean, there's a change citywide in violence. We all know this in all of the boroughs.
As detectives continue their work, friends of the victim gathered to mourn the loss of a rising businessman and support each other at this difficult time.
I'm just devastated, and I just want everybody to know that he was a good person. He wasn't involved in no foul stuff. He wasn't disliked. He was a humble dude, a good dude. He connected dots for people. He helped a lot of people.
Well-loved, well-known from celebrities. Just a good dude, man, and it's just a tragedy to even hear this, or me even being on this microphone telling you about this is heartbreaking.
Now, what you're looking at, we're giving you a live look here outside at the crime scene as they are getting ready to take that Range Rover away, the Range Rover that friends say belonged to the victim, 31-year-old Javier Osorio-Mejia of Bayonne, New Jersey. The friends are also telling us that he attended college, that he was in a fraternity, and that he was the kind of person that would help anybody out when they needed it. They're very distraught. We had people coming over here this afternoon that were just crying, that were so upset they couldn't even talk to us. They're planning a memorial all day tomorrow outside the shop that he co-owned on the Lower East Side. It's called Vault 143, where they'll be doing a ceremony, a memorial in honor of him. But they're just all devastated and shocked at this time in his life. 31 years old. He just had his birthday within the last couple of weeks. Everything was going great for him in his life, and then to have this happen, his friends and his family members are just totally devastated, as is this international sneaker community of collectors and people who appreciate customized sneakers. We're live in SoHo. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much for that.